one of the shows that CW, besides the fact that I think the thing most people are talking about when it comes to CW is their upcoming annual crossover event. I always have a lot of fun with those. And this Crisis on Infinite Earths is pretty much shaping up to be the most fan service of all of them. So I don't know how good it's going to be quality-wise, but there's going to certainly be a lot of cool stuff in it, and I always look forward to these. But I think the second biggest thing that people have been talking about when it comes to CW has been the launching of Batwoman. You know, speaking of the crossover events, they introduced the Batwoman character at last year's crossover event, and I actually thought it was a pretty good introduction. I like the way they introduced her into the world. I could have done without her and Supergirl going, "We're the world's finest." So, no, you shut your mouth. That's Superman and Batman are worlds. But anyway, aside from that, I actually thought it was a good introduction. I thought it was pretty fun. It had the right vibe to it. Still a little campy, which was perfect for CW, all that kind of stuff. Batwoman's coming out on TV. The trailers launch, and I really liked the introduction, but I did not like the trailers. Trailers look pretty rough, to be honest with you. And I didn't know what to make of it. I watched the first episode. Not terrible. The first episode wasn't bad. I mean, not exactly Heroes season 1, episode 1, where I'm like, oh my God, I am hooked on this show. Not at all, but it wasn't bad. It was certainly better than the trailers made me think it was going to be. Not great, not bad. Well, I haven't seen episode 2 yet, okay? Just to be clear. I have not seen episode 2 yet. And according to the numbers, nobody else has either. According to Variety, Batwoman's second episode has come out, and the ratings for it fell 36%, coming into a 0.3 rating, and lost around 400,000 viewers from week 1 to week 2. Week 1, it had around 1.2 million viewers. The second week, it had around 800,000. It lost about 1/3. Now, before everybody starts wanting to play the doom and gloom game with this thing, understand this. It is not uncommon at all for a second episode to a series premiere to drop in ratings. That's not unusual. That's not uncommon, even for very, very good shows. Because they put all the marketing and everything, the premiere. A ton of people watch it. Then you can expect a little bit of a drop, and then you can expect it to even out. Now that's your base viewer watching audience. That's your base audience there. But 36% is a little bit of a drop, Rob. And I don't know if that's a matter of they put so much energy into just promoting the premiere that they didn't do much into the follow-up of watch episode 2. I don't know if there were, hey, maybe just being okay and not bad wasn't good enough for some people, and they decided to ditch on it. Maybe a lot of people didn't think it was good, or maybe it's something else. Again, I don't think this is doomsday because, again, we expect a drop from week 1 to week 2 from a premiere. Not always, but quite often. But 36%, dropping like over 1/3 of its audience from week 1 to week 2 is a little bit concerning. Rob, you see these sorts of numbers. Is this something CW should be concerned about or really not worry about it yet, and they need to wait 5 or 6 weeks to see what kind of trend they have?
Look, I think they need to wait 5 or 6 weeks. There's obviously a lot of online vitriol for this show, and people were gunning for it. I saw a lot of op-ed pieces that were in the negative, let's just say. So we'll see how it all shakes out. I mean, I have faith in the CW universe, the DC. What would you call the CW DC verse? The Arrowverse.
I call it the Arrowverse.
Yeah, we call it the Arrowverse. To me, it's so much more than that. But I like her as Miss Kane. I like her as Batwoman, and I think that we'll see how it shakes out. If the show, again, characters are good, stories are good, people will come back and watch, and it'll be bolstered by the Crisis crossover. I'm not sure when that's happening.
It's usually mid-season. It's usually mid-season that they do it.
But is it before Christmas?
It better be.
I can't remember. I cannot remember. Chris, you see these numbers. Is this something to be concerned about? Is this something to panic about? Or is this all really nothing to even worry about yet?
Well, guys, I'm going to be super honest. I had such a crazy 2 weeks that I have not watched Batwoman yet, and I am so excited for it. I have been so pumped about the show. I love Kate Kane. I love Ruby. I'm really, really pumped. So the numbers do make me a little sad, but second episode, especially with something that's had such a target on it for people thinking this is just some PC version of Batman, we're giving a woman a shot. Nah. Read the comics. There's great stories there, guys. Calm down.
There really are.
They're so good. I really think we got to wait this one out and see how this goes, especially with Crisis around the corner, because you know it's going to do some really great things, at least in terms of showing her working with the other team members and the other groups. I think we got to hang in there.
Yeah, to me, I'm thinking it's not time to hit the panic button.
Yeah.
But it's not good.
No.
I mean,
No.
that's not good. Yeah, I mean, not time to panic, but it's not exactly nothing at all to even look at. I think they need to be a little bit concerned about it, but I agree with you, Rob. Give it 4, 5, 6 weeks, and then let's see what the trend is. If it continues to trend downward, panic time. If it levels off and then they can build from there, not so bad. Question is, guys, what do you think about that? Jump down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. All right.